Hey everyone, welcome to this Mako EA update for Tuesday the 18th of February 2020. Okay, so over the last few days we've been very busy working with the brokers, and we've set up a multi-account management system now, which meant that everybody who was on different currencies had to swap over to US dollars, which takes a little bit of time for the brokers to sort out, and we've done all the admin side of that. So essentially what this means now is that instead of having one account which then trades everybody else on a trade copying system, what we have now is a system in place where we trade one pot, and that one pot then populates everybody's account regardless of what they've got in there. So if you've got 1,000 in there, you make 1%, you make 10. If you've got 10,000 in there, you'd make 100, and everybody gets exactly the same, and it's done in complete real time. So we needed to trial that today, and we had a great run on the Mako this morning on the GB market versus the US dollar. Made 0.9. We didn't quite make the 1%, but we needed really important for us to actually make sure that everything was working in place. So we're going to take 0.9, nearly 1%, so we're quite happy with that. The other thing is, yesterday we didn't trade because it was President's Day in America, which is a bank holiday. It's a national day where they celebrate George Washington's birthday, which means the markets are shut over there. So it's a good job we didn't trade yesterday, because the market was just absolutely really slow. So let's have a look at what's gone on this morning. 0.9%. Everybody's happy with that, because obviously we're a little bit nervous with the MAM running for the first time, but really pleased to report that everything worked really well. And let's have a look at the markets now. Okay, so the time now just gone 11 o'clock here in the UK. Still very early in the day really. London opening was here. We set the Mako off, took a few buy trades, then came all the way back down to basically where it opened up, and then it wasn't until the market decided to go in a direction, and at this point we're around about 129,700 mark, so it could have either carried on going down. If we look at the hourly chart here, you can see that obviously, you know, over the latter half of last week and yesterday the market decided to come down a little bit, but today, as you can see on the hourly chart, it's decided to go back up. And there's no real economic news which has come out today, but the news is that the UK will be having a budget, regardless of the fact that the Chancellor got the boot last week. The new Chancellor has decided to keep the same day. The market likes that, so that news came out, and then it pushed the market even further. Now at this point, obviously we got out, and the main concern today was to make sure that the multi-account management system was working and it populated everybody's account. So we had to check everybody's account to make sure that everything was okay, and that was the main concern. Obviously getting 0.9%, nearly 1%, was a bonus, and in hindsight we probably could have gone again, but it's more important to make sure that all the systems are actually working in place, and from that point onwards it's always good to have a profit. So looking at the Mako EA on the FX Blue page here, as you can see we've got no trades running. Coming back to here, then the balance in the tracker account is 4420.88, and that reflects this point here, 4420.88. so everything's closed out now for the day. There's no floating trades, we've got nothing open whatsoever. So if you're watching this for the first time and you're not a Mako member, then what you're looking at here is a chart where we started with just over $3,000, and now we're at 4,420, and we've been going on this account 58 days. And this is real money. We're not playing around with demo accounts. This is proper money. The total return from the total investment on this account is 43.1%. Because we didn't trade yesterday, it was President's Day, George Washington's celebration birthday. That dipped us down a little bit on the monthly return, but we've still got quite a few trading days left in February, so we can hopefully get this over the 20% mark. No one's going to complain at 19.69% a month, but it'd be nice to get it over 20% for everybody's account. And as you can see from the graph here, what we've got is a steady grind up. These flat lines here where we don't trade, obviously Saturday, Sunday, Monday we didn't trade. Disappointing yesterday, but I'm glad we didn't trade because the markets were pretty flat, and the pound suffered a little bit because there was nothing going on. No real economic news out today, so we're not going to trade again today. We're happy with what we've got. Just check the systems and make sure everyone's happy. So there you go, guys. That's the update done for today. Hopefully we can do an update tomorrow. If we get a nice cycle through tomorrow and it ends on the same day, then we'll do an update. Some cycles can take a couple of days, even 3 days, depending on how the market is and how it's working. but it's always nice to get the quick ones out of the way as we did today. So I'll see you in the next update.